All right, guys. Today we are gonna be reacting to college feminists try to debate Andrew on what equality really is. Jump in.
I've also given men flowers. So I do think that, there are certain things that are conflicting when it comes to, feminism and, wanting to be treated higher than rather than equal, because feminism originally was for equality. I do agree with you there. And that's not a point that I'm arguing with you on. Obviously, like I believe femininity and feminism, in the olden day sense, is better than what it's turned into. I believe that, if
It wasn't. It was even worse. It was even worse.
Okay.
Women. Well, imagine this. Like, can you imagine that women? And this is the truth. Women had serious societal status, and now they're told to compete with men. It's fucking stupid. It's like it's the dumbest thing ever. They had real societal status, and they took all that status away from themselves so that they could be equal to men who they can't be equal with. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
What is status if not freedom? Why would you trade status for freedom? I believe that you should want to be able to be your own person. Now, the time that
Freedom
you're talking
to do what? What do you
freedom
want
to be an
to do?
individual. In the olden days, you had to be tied to a man. You had to be tied to a husband. Now, is that me saying, oh, I hate men? No. I plan
still
on
have to
having
be
a
tied to
husband
men.
sometime. Okay.
There's no escaping being tied to men. There's no escaping that. Like everything, the whole building you're in, the streets you walk on, the cars you drive, everything that you do is tied to men. There's no escape.
Right,
from that
and
for
there should be, a relationship that is equal between man and woman. I'm not
Why?
saying that you should cut out men. I'm not saying that women should be lower or higher. I'm saying that there should be an equal level between men and
Why?
women. Men and women have different places in society that they
Yes,
are
I
dominant
agree. But why
in.
should they be equal? Why?
Why should they be equal? Because we are both human beings. Because
No.
we
Why does
both
that-
have
why does that
human
infer
rights.
equality?
That is like
Like-
saying that you should treat one race different than the other. You shouldn't treat
Oh
a
my
man
God.
Why does that
versus a
infer
woman
that you
different.
should treat one?
Because
Wait,
you're
stop,
treating.
stop. Hang on, back up, back
you're
up, back
treating-
up, back up.
Okay.
You
She's just
wouldn't be
going
treating
crazy.
one race differently than another, right? You'd be treating one sex differently than
Right,
another.
so
The reason
what's-
that, because you do agree with me that there's different races who are the same sex, who are women and men.
So
if
what's-
men still had authority in society, right? I'm sorry to cut you off in the middle of your long diatribe. Just want to clarify. If men have status or have authority in society and women have status in society, that's fine. But if you want to trade that for equality, you can't bitch when you get it. That's my point.
What is the difference between, treating somebody differently based on their race versus based on their gender? There should not be a difference. We are all human beings, so you should treat us equal based on that. That in of itself is
Oh my
the
gosh,
basis of
Jesus.
humanity.
It's just an assertion. We
Yeah,
don't
that's-
treat each other equally at all. Men don't treat each other equally, even slightly. We compete
That's
with each
fair,
other
that's
every single
fair.
day, 7 days a week, every single day of the year. Men are in competition
And
with
I
each
have
other.
a-
Hang on. Can I respond to what you just said?
Yes, sir.
If not,
There we
then
go,
make
there
sure
we
you give
go.
me the high sign.
There you
so
go.
I'm done.
You heard what she said? Yes, sir. There you go. I can guarantee you, this is the first time a man has told her, "Stop, I'm talking." You see how she responded? Yes, sir. That's actually what you're looking in a woman. Right there. The ability to listen. You see how she just go to these long rants? When she does that, she's not listening. She's not listening. So this can create arguments, guys, because listening is a skill, especially in a relationship. But if she does this, where she just go to this long ass kind of rants, and there's no ability to listen, this is where divorce happen. This is where fights happen, argument happen, because she's not willing to submit. That's what it is.
Done yet, and I'll be quiet. So if you want to continue, go ahead and finish, and then I'll respond. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that maybe my viewpoint isn't how society is actually based, but it's a utopian viewpoint. I believe that people
You
should
look
be
like one.
treated equal, not based on their gender, not based on their race, not based on anything else besides that they are a human being. So you may speak now. That was all I wanted to say.
And that's fine to treat people equally if that's what your value is, okay? But then you can't ask for additional statuses because that wouldn't be equal. That's the point, that's the purpose. And the thing is that women do ask for additional statuses. So here would be true equality. You don't lower the training standards for police officers because they're women. You don't lower the training standards for soldiers because they're women. You don't lower the standards for flight school. You don't lower the standards for any of these various things that men are clearly much better at than women because they're women. That would be true equality. When you come back to me and give me that, then I'll believe that women don't want additional statuses in society. But right now, it sure seems like they do.
I believe that's fair. And, you know, my viewpoint might not be the same as every other woman in society, but I do think that we should be treated equally.
But is that...
Do you know what that would actually entail?
I do understand what that actually would entail. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
I do
like the
understand.
You
draft.
don't think, so you
I
think
would be-
that if a woman, do you think that if a woman smacks a guy that he should turn around and belt her across the mouth?
Okay, so smacking and belting is not the same, but I do
Yeah, I know,
think
but
there
if
is
a
a
man
difference
smacks
in
me,
strength.
it's okay for me to belt him, right?
There is a difference in strength between the average man and the average woman. That is
Okay,
not
don't
something
make... That's
that
not
is-
an argument. Don't go through that argument. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret that argument.
disagreeable based on scientific evidence. I'm not
No.
going to argue with that. Now, I do think that, you know, if you are in this utopian society where you are treating everyone equally, then that would be a situation that would occur. Now, is that equality? No, because the man might be stronger than the woman.
No, that's still equality. Listen, if weaker men attack stronger men, which happens all the time, nobody bats an eye if the stronger man beats up the weaker man. So how is it that you can logically say, because women are weaker, they then deserve the privilege of being able to hit men without men hitting them back?
I
If the
didn't
woman's
say
hitting
that.
him, hang on. If the woman's hitting him at full strength, for instance, and he hits her back at full strength, that would be equality.
I mean, I don't condone violence like that, domestic or
told you.
That's
reasons.
nice. It has nothing
Right,
to do
I
with
told
but
you.
I understand
Point,
what you're
though.
saying, and I actually, you know, I do think that would be,
I agree.
you know, considered equality in that sense.
Bro, Andrew just broke her.
Nice. It has nothing to do
Right,
with
but
the
I
actual
understand
point,
what you're
though.
saying, and I actually, you know, I do think that would be, you know, considered equality in that
Andrew
sense.
broke her brain. I told her that was not gonna be a good argument, because then you have to say the same thing for weaker men. And if you don't feel the same with weaker men, that means you're misandrous and you want privileges, not equality.
Now, do I think that it's okay to hit a woman? Do I think that you should go around smacking women?
He's laughing,
No.
but he got
But,
her.
you know, if you're saying, okay, a woman is being aggressive towards a man and then a man is aggressive back, that would be considered equal. Is it equal? No. There is a difference in strength there, you know, and
There's a
that's
difference in
not...
strength between every human being on planet Earth.
That's true.
So no matter what, there's always going to be somebody in the fight who's stronger than the other person. We don't say that you can't defend yourself because the other person is weaker. So the thing is like, if you really want equality and you want to know what that entails that
I
women
understand.
have to get screamed at by their bosses, just like men do. And they can't complain about it and whine and cry about it. It means that they're going to have to deal with coarse jokes and things like this, just like men do. And they can't cry about it. They can't whine about it. It means that they actually get treated like equals. It means that when women put their hands all over men and nobody bats an eyelash, like at a party or something like this, and nobody says that that's sexual battery, that men need to begin to say that it is, because that's what women say. So the thing is like true equality. I don't even think that women want it. I don't believe you. I literally don't believe that women actually want it. I don't
That's
even think they
okay.
know what the entailment of it is.
You don't have to believe me. I do think it's wrong for a woman to sexually harass a man, just as it's wrong for a man to sexually harass a woman, just as it's wrong for a man to hit a woman and a woman to hit a man. I don't believe that violence of any source is okay. I don't think that, you know, assaulting anyone is okay. I don't care what your gender is or what you believe. That it's not alright.
Let's
It's
go
just-
back to zero argument. Go back. She's trying to go back to zero, to a net neutral point, and that way she doesn't look like, you know, she's controversial.
Advocating that
Respect.
women get drafted.
You know, it's funny because I was planning on signing up for the
So
military.
we're not talking about you, lady. We understand you're a superwoman. You can fly through the water. You can carry an engine in your back or whatever, and you can just do your own chip with war. We get it. It's not about you. Do you agree, beside you, that women should be drafted?
After college.
That's
but-
not what I asked.
And you got to answer the question, though.
Yes.
Okay.
If that's equality,
You're going to
yes.
start, so I can expect you in protest soon, demanding that women be drafted.
I'm not the type of person to
There we go.
protest, but
Are you going to demand that men also have a say over abortion? and that they're
This
also
isn't
allowed
okay.
to have a say
So
in what happens with their
I am Christian, so I don't really believe that abortion is a right.
There we go. Yeah, now you're a Christian. Now you're a Christian. Oh my God. This is good though. This is a very good back and forward. So let's see where it goes. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.